What is up guys, Brix here, back with another video. Now this is the full walkthrough of my LEGO feed hanger mock. Now this mock took me just over 4 months to create and has just under 40,000 pieces, and I am really happy with how this mock turned out. Now we are going to be going into a lot of different details, so this is going to be quite a long video, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting off this walkthrough, as you can see, we have the main hangar, and again, I'm really happy with how this area turned out. I managed to fill it with lots of different details and a bunch of crate designs. Now, obviously, this is only one half to the hangar. The other half would be down here. But this is a very symmetrical build. I've never really built anything like this in the past, apart from my previous Separatist Dreadnought mock there. But this wasn't as huge as this mock is. And this was definitely a challenge to me. Just trying to create a battle on these two different levels so that they all kind of linked up as one scene. So like they're simultaneously going on or happening. So, obviously, this N1 Starfighter is going off to the space battle, but down here on the actual ground battle, let's just go through some of the minifigures that I used. So, right here we have the iconic scene where Darth Maul, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon all had that massive duel of fates, which does also continue down here. Obviously, Qui-Gon will have died around here, so he isn't in that scene. But I did use a bunch of those B1 battle droids, including some commandos and pilots around there. There is obviously more of those than the pilots and security guards, and just all sorts of Naboo minifigures. Now, as I said earlier, I used a bunch of crate designs, including just some of the standard ones, just using the masonry bricks and modified 2x2s. Slightly further up, some of the dice crates, and then my own design, much larger crates towards the back in the two like secondary hangars slash archers. Now, this area is really where it reminds me of the feed hangar. Now, obviously, I have scaled it down. There'd be about 10 of these on each side. But I just had space for the two. And I think the ones that I did turned out really great. Really making the most of those 2x2 round dark bluish grey bricks. Resembling the pipes and such. And different like fuel pumps and just decorative features in general. And then we have all of like the lights, I guess, round the inside of those, and I think they really came out well as well. And the door and vents towards the back, again, I think I did a really good job of resembling that scene. And just the entire back wall and side wall just really comes together really well. And these two pillars just really giving a feed-esque vibe to the mock as well, including the arch around there too. And this nice bit of detailing I was able to put in there as well. But the battle itself just brings this mock really to life, and as I've said before, it really just turned out really great. So, as you can see down here, we have all of these different rooms, and I really like how they all turned out. So starting off with the first room here, this is more of like an engine slash control room, just for like the hangar in general, like just to control where all of the fuel and such goes to. It's kind of a filler room that we didn't really see in the movie, but I just thought it'd be a nice Separatist slash Trade Federation controlled room, obviously because they have been taken over. Now, this room in general has to be one of my favourite rooms of the hangar. It's just the length of it going the whole way along the back. You can kind of see the reflection of the lights, but it's not too much of a deal when you stood up here. But I think I was able to include a lot of different minifigure placement and such, and overall I just really love how this room turned out. And just all of the different pillars and those doors I think really fit in well in this room, as you can see on both sides. And clearly that huge door towards the back with the dark red and obviously the reddish brown. So we have kind of like the throne room where Queen Amidala would probably sit, or some of like the senators and such. And again, I really like how this room turned out. If I'd have had more time, probably would have filled like a full background in behind those windows, but I think the white does the job for now. In the back few corners, I also put a couple crates, and obviously the same pillar designs as in this room. And then here we have the Duel of Fates room, as I showed before. And all in all, this has to be one of my favourite rooms, because I just really like how it turned out in general. And then that all just connects to the really awesome mountain that I showed before. Now, on top of that mountain, as you can see, I put a whole load of shrubbery and such down here that I just think fit in really well in the grand scheme of things. And just all of the different colours and terrain styles in general, I think just look really good and just bring this MOC together nicely. And then, clearly in the centre, we have this custom N1 Starfighter. I found some instructions of this on Bricklink, and I kind of modified it slightly, but I still think it turned out really great, and I just think this really makes the hangar pop, and is a nice little touch that I think just really, as I said, brings the MOC together. Now, in the future, if I was to change anything, I would definitely make this a lot bigger. I would extend the main hangar out quite a lot more, maybe double in size, but that would have been absolutely huge and would have taken much longer. But the hangar really did come along great, and I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who watched the build series and the cinematic. This has been a really great MOC, and hopefully there should be an announcement video coming out pretty soon about what the next MOC is going to be. Now, I have dropped a few hints in the past LEGO haul. There is a card up there, but that pretty much wraps it up for this video. There is a link to my Instagram and TikTok down in the description. We are really close to 1,500 followers on Instagram, so I would much appreciate it if you could drop a follow. That would be much appreciated. So make sure to please like, subscribe, and most importantly, take care, guys.